People often ask questions like, how much should I practice? How often should I practice? And when will I get my perfect sight back again? And these questions, unfortunately, are unanswerable. It's like saying, how long is a piece of string? Well, it depends on what you've got. And I would suggest, rather than trying to quantify it and focusing on goals, focus on the process. So do something like do a long swing, and while you're doing it, you're not thinking, this is going to make my eyesight better if I do it 10 times a day for 10 days or something. You're doing it because you're thinking, I'm going to experience this. I'm going to really see if I can relax into it and perceive the movement, the opposite movement going through my field of vision. And if you take that approach, then sooner or later you'll get the experience of a clear flash. And once you get a clear flash, then you've got something to work towards. You still can't say, oh, well, if I get 10 clear flashes, then I'll learn how to do it and I can do it whenever I like. But it's a step in the right direction, and the more you practice doing the thing that gave you the clear flash, the more clear flashes you'll have. And every time you have a clear flash, you get that same experience of, wow, I'm seeing well, I'm relaxing, I'm focusing my mind, and it'll accumulate, the experience will build up inside your consciousness, which will make it easier to reach this state more of the time. But you'll probably still find that you'll lapse back into your old way of thinking quite a lot of the time. So you can see that it's a continuous ongoing process, which you can't say, oh, it's going to end at such a point. All you can say is, I'm going to go with it and I'm going to see where it takes me. And the thing that you do need to ask is, how can I motivate myself? How can I keep my interest in this? Because, okay, you can get a clear flash and you can get really excited, wow, it's working for me. And then next time you do the same thing apparently and you don't get the clear flash, or maybe you even get a period of fairly good vision, and then perhaps you get an illness and it sets you back because your eyesight is affected by your entire physiological state. And so you have to be realistic, and you need to think about, how can I stay interested? I think one way, which I haven't tried and I don't know anybody who has tried it, but if you could get together with a group of people who are all interested in the same thing, working on their eyesight to improve it naturally, to move a bit closer back towards their original good vision without glasses, you could meet up regularly, you could share ideas, you could perhaps each time try a different technique, discuss the results. You could also get a teacher, if there's one near you, to come and show you some things that you could then practice. But I do think if you do it on your own, it's actually very, very hard to stay motivated. And it's like Weight Watchers, you know, if you want to lose weight, it really helps if you join a group and you come together and you share at frequent intervals. So apart from that, how can you stay motivated? You have to be quite a determined person, I think, or maybe you drift away and you come back to it. Maybe you watch my videos and then every so often you get a new sort of impetus to carry on, and maybe a suggestion to try something you hadn't tried before. Or you could get some books, read a chapter every week or something. But this is the thing to focus on, is to get the motivation, to focus on the good feelings you get when you realise that you've made a little step forward, and to convince yourself that you're going to do that again and again and again until you reach what for you could be really good vision. May not be perfect vision, but it's something worth working for.